Chapter 7. The day the wards grew quiet. Elsia paused in the courtyard and let out a small, steady breath. The breeze was gentle. Since coming to this manor, she had felt a faint, quiet feeling in her chest. Not quite unease. More like a gentle sense that the air itself carried a quiet current of magic. It's probably just my imagination. She could barely use magic. Her mana was weak. That was how she had always been seen at the academy. And it was true enough. Most modern spells were simply out of her reach. Someone like her paying attention to protective wards felt almost foolish. And yet, at the edge of the courtyard, the invisible barrier felt as if it curved, just slightly. Not in a way that felt dangerous. Only a little stiff, somehow. Like water that can't quite find its flow. She didn't know why the thought came to her. Without meaning to, Elsia stepped a little closer. She didn't reach out. She didn't try to touch anything. She only stood there, quietly. In that moment, the air softened. Nothing seemed to change. Birdsong continued. Leaves whispered in the breeze. Only the faint, unseen tension around the manor seemed to loosen, as if it were quietly letting go. Elsia inhaled sharply. Ah. For just an instant, a pale light stirred within her eyes. Petal-like colors, layered softly. A circular shimmer, like a tiny, gentle spell. But she didn't notice. The glow faded at once, and her eyes returned to their usual warm hazel. All that remained was the sudden thump of her heart. What was that? She had the uneasy feeling that she might have done something she shouldn't. "Milady?" A voice behind her made her start. I'm sorry. Is something wrong?" She turned to see a female servant looking around the courtyard with mild concern. Not exactly wrong, but... The woman hesitated. "The ward's condition has just become very steady. A moment ago, it felt a little unsettled, but now..." She glanced at the faint markings set into the stone and gave a small, embarrassed smile. "They're part of how we sense the barrier. I only check whether everything feels calm." A cool shiver ran down Elsia's back. "I see. I didn't do anything." "Of course not," the servant said quickly. "I don't think you caused it." After a pause, she added thoughtfully. "If anything, the whole manor feels more at ease now." She tilted her head, puzzled. "That sounds strange, doesn't it?" "The manor?" Elsia didn't know what to say. She gave a small, uncertain smile and began to step away. That was when she noticed him. Leviathan stood at the entrance to the courtyard. He said nothing, his gaze fixed on the place where the ward shimmered unseen. It was intent. Not startled, but quietly focused. "Did you go near it?" he asked. His voice was low. Her heart fluttered. "I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything without permission." "Did you go near it?" The question remained gentle, but unchanged. She nodded slightly. "I only stood close. I didn't touch anything." Silence followed. Leviathan stepped into the courtyard and lifted one hand, tracing the flow of mana with careful attention. There was no strain, no stiffness, no distortion. The barrier felt smooth and natural, almost as if it were breathing gently. Even more so than the one he himself had created. For a brief moment, the faint color he had seen earlier, the soft, layered light in Elsia's eyes, passed through his mind. It had not been an illusion. "Next time," he said quietly at last. "Please do it when I'm with you." That was all. He turned away. She had not been scolded. No explanation was given. No reason offered. "Yes," Elsia answered, in a small voice, tilting her head slightly. "It really was just my imagination. Wasn't it?" That night, the manor's wards remained perfectly still. No alarms. No ripples of unrest. In his study, Leviathan closed his documents and released a slow breath. Even calmer than before. He murmured. No one heard him. Not yet. No one yet had words for what had quietly begun.